This video is sponsored by Case2Fi. More on that later. Hi, happy Monday and welcome back to part 2 of my series on Sameer Bhavnani, the worst inspirational creator on YouTube. Dude, I got that on my first try on the boss. Last week we took a look at those inspirational videos and talked about how hurtful Sameer is to those communities that he claims to be helping. This week I want to go even deeper into Sameer Bhavnani by looking at another one of his channels called To Catch a Cheater. This is a channel that existed long before Sameer showed his face on the big screen, back when he just controlled the strings of the puppet. Now, To Catch a Cheater is a reality show, and it's a spin on the classic TV show To Catch a Predator.
These adult volunteers pose online as kids to catch internet predators. But when they arrived for their date, the young teens weren't there. Dateline was.
Correspondent for NBC News.
Which was about catching people who were preying on children and showing justice in the best way we can by locking them up and throwing away the key. In this show, we watched the host Luis Mercado help people figure out whether or not their partner is cheating on them. Sounds fun, right? Well, it would be if it wasn't painfully scripted and acted out every single step of the way.
What about you, Mrs. Bloomfield? Are you dating anyone?
Things are
You
a little
see
more
how she's
complicated.
looking at him? She's looking at him like a snack.
Hey, wait, actually,
Like a Snickers.
I was wondering, like, you know, maybe next week we could maybe go and get some coffee, you know?
Like a Butterfield finger.
Yeah. Aren't you?
And if you're wondering where Sameer is when we watch these videos, luckily, he is not super involved when it comes to the front of the camera. But you can bet he's working after hours behind the scenes, because not only is this channel owned by Sameer, but his writing styles and acting choices are all over it.
Can I get a kiss?
Excuse me?
You want the job, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Yeah?
And this show would be okay to sell as like a scripted comedy or something if it wasn't trying to pretend that it was real at every moment, with all of the viewers and commenters talking about it as if it's completely real and believing that everything they see is just reality. So today I want to dive into this show and see what else Sameer does when he's not pretending to solve racism while simultaneously contributing to it. Now, To Catch a Cheater has been around for a minute, so I first wanted to check out their most popular video, which was over 5 years ago. This video is called Teacher Hits on Student, Girlfriend Watches, and then a bunch of these emojis. And before we start it, let's take a good look at the description here. The first thing we see is the hot teacher's Instagram. And that's not me saying that. That's just a direct quote. They just promote her Instagram. And it says, make sure to add her. You won't regret. Thank you. I don't really have a reason to follow her, considering that she is a mostly faceless actress in a video from 5 years ago that I am not interested in, but I'll think about it. The description says, Christina, 16 years old, hit us up on Instagram, wanting us to put her high school boyfriend to the test. He's recently turned 18, and it's his last year in high school. She once caught him talking sexual about a teacher he has with friends on Facebook, so it's disturbed her ever since. So she decided to Instagram message some sketchy show to catch that guy and show how shitty he is to millions of people. She didn't think he was that kind of guy. We reached out to her mom to see if she'd be cool with Christina being on our show, and she was fine. Christina's mother thinks Christina's boyfriend will pass and thinks this will help Christina trust men, which is the purpose of every reality show out there, right? We just need to trust men more, you know? We don't need to fix anything about how men are acting. We just need to trust them a little bit more. And then they give us a long laundry list of previous episodes that we might want to watch, like Old Sugar Daddy Test Young Girlfriend, or Two Girls, One Boyfriend, or Lesbian Test Her Girlfriend with a Guy, or maybe 13-year-old girl sets up her boyfriend. That sounds legal and entertaining, right? Also, we've got a classic, of course, you can't miss out on. Check out this Indian guy spying on his girlfriend during girls' night out. I don't really know what him being Indian has to do with it, but maybe it contributes to a big part of the story. I just don't know how they can have this many links in their description pointing to other videos and actually have it help their channel. But this video has a whopping 30 million views, so I think we should dive in and really see what their secret is. To Catch a Cheater's new episodes get anywhere from 200,000 to 700,000 views usually, and it seems much less believable right now. Like I am very certain that it's fake. So let's check out where it started and maybe see if it's better than it is now. So the show starts with Luis introducing what is said to be a 16-year-old girl who wants to catch her 18-year-old boyfriend.
She wants to test out her boyfriend. He's a senior. Why do you want to test him out again?
He just turned 18 yesterday, and I want to know what's going to happen once he leaves.
Luis also mentions that her mom is in the room, and we see this really weird interaction that seems totally normal and cool.
We are here with her mom. You want to show the mom?
No, I'm good.
You don't want to be on camera, or?
But I get my consent.
We also have to mention the very empty and creepy room that the show is taking place in.
So if he fails, are you going to beat him up, or?
I might catch the girl.
Oh, the girl? Well, not him?
Christina also mentions that if her boyfriend does try to cheat, she's going to catch the girl and not the boyfriend, which doesn't really make much sense considering Christina signed up to have this actress seduce her boyfriend. Then we're shown this classy clip to kick us off. The actress just sort of walks up to Christina's boyfriend, which he just seems to be like hanging out, I guess. Loitering, kicking the can, if you will.
Excuse me? Excuse me. Do you know where NBA is?
But we're very lucky to have such a good spot to record this interaction. Then the teacher asks the boyfriend, whose name is Daniel, if he's taken this specific math class, and she says,
Well, I substitute if you ever want to take one of my classes.
which doesn't make sense considering that Daniel goes to high school and you can't just take whatever class you want in the middle of the school year. The actress mentions that Daniel's arm hairs are growing and that makes him manly, I guess.
I see you're kind of manly, see your arms, hair's growing.
Which maybe I'm just too far into the future because this was way back when, but I don't think flirting in 2017 included complimenting the fact that someone is growing hair on their arm. But if it is, sign me up. I've got like 100 of these things on me. You can't see them from where you are, but
They're growing.
I also teach a sex ed class. Have you ever taken that class before? What do you mean, not really? Explain that.
it's hilarious how calmly she just says, explain that, and then the subtitle just has a big old exclamation point there.
Explain that.
No, I don't really think I've taken that before. Sex ed? What do you mean, not really? Explain that! Explain it! Do it now! Okay, I'm sorry. Then Daniel says that he took a sexual education class, but he never finished it.
I mean, I've taken like sexual education classes.
Really?
But I never continued.
He's supposed to graduate high school soon? Because I'm pretty sure you can't just stop taking a health class and then never look back. Unless sex ed is an elective at his school, which if it is, then sign me up, baby. I want to hear about fallopian tubes and urethras all day long. And then we're trudged through this like painful couple of minutes of dialogue that doesn't seem to contribute to any of this besides to show this adult grooming this young kid.
That I have here for anything. You're way better.
Yeah, you think so. Do you like to drink? Looks like you kind of work out. I like shy guys. Do you think my outfit will meet the dress code? Or are you a virgin? Are you getting a Have you ever put a on that? Do you have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend.
Is it serious or it's just like your little puppy love high school?
Well, it's like a little. I mean, it's nothing serious, but. Yeah.
Well, it's just high school anyways.
Yeah, it's high school. It's like a friend. It's not that I have a girlfriend.
The actress asks if Daniel or David or whatever his name is drives, and he says, yeah, I got a license. And then Christina like shakes her head as if he's lying about that, which I don't think he is. He's 18 years old.
Do you drive?
And I drive, yeah. I have a license. I don't have a car, but...
Maybe she's just pissed that he told her that big secret. You know, that classic lie. And then the actress just straight up says she's gonna take advantage of him, and Daniel says he's unsure if he's okay with it, and she just keeps on pressing him.
I'll probably end up taking advantage of you, but...
You're probably gonna take what?
Advantage of you? Do you mind that?
I don't know.
Which is just absolutely disgusting behavior from the show if it is real, which it's not, which is still disgusting because this is a dumb idea for a show, and it definitely inspires other people to do the same thing in real life. I mean, how many pedophile vigilantes came out of To Catch a Predator? The virality of predator hunters has practically taught predators how to prey on younger kids without getting caught, and it's prevented many predators from not even facing real consequences over it because of how amateur these predator hunters or vigilantes or whatever you want to call them are. And I'm not going to pretend that To Catch a Cheater is going to somehow have the same consequences that shows like To Catch a Predator did, but there is at least a minor consequence to this show pretending that it's real and continuing to release it for so many years to an audience that fully believes that all of this is reality. It promotes this idea that it's okay to test your partner to see if they're cheating, which is absolutely not okay. If you feel like you have to lie to your partner because you think they're lying to you, then there's this dangerous communication problem deep inside of you, and you either need to figure it out or you need to break up with your partner. Because tempting your partner with an actor to see if they're gonna cheat on you is insane behavior. And if you attempt that, it's going to cause a painful and long-lasting rift between the two of you. But hey, it's fun to watch when someone else does it. At the end of the day, the show's fake, and so these people face no real consequences, and they just dump it all on the people who watch it and want to see more of it. Now the actress leaves, and Daniel takes a long, hard look with his censored eyes that we can't see, but you better know that he's checking her out on the screen, because the screen actually will tell you. It says, staring at her, checking her out. And then the clip finishes, and the first thing Christina says about it is, he checked her out as she walked away.
So, I'm not sure if that's what you were expecting.
He checked her out as he...
Which is a weird thing to prioritize when your boyfriend just said that he doesn't think your relationship is serious and agreed to have sex with a teacher at the high school that you go to.
I mean, it's nothing serious, but it's not that I have a girlfriend or anything. You're way better. Could give you a cat. You could give me a cat and we could go.
And then Louis, gotta keep saying Luis, but his name's Louis, asks her if she still wants to be with her boyfriend, which is a funny question to ask after all of that happened. But then Christina just goes on this weird, poorly acted monologue about how her and Daniel love each other.
I shouldn't have done this. We love each other.
Yeah.
I think it was just the wrong place, wrong time. He probably was just out of his mind. He loves me. No, I think he'd remember me and actually not go through with this. I think he still loves me.
It's not that I have a girlfriend or anything.
And then Louis asks Christina, he says, did Daniel say anything about the situation to you?
Did he tell you about this at all? Like some random person just went up to him? Or?
Which sounds like a question you should probably ask before all of that happened. Maybe like before she watches the clips of her boyfriend basically cheating on her. But then she just casually says, yeah, he said someone came up to him, but he didn't say what happened.
He told me that someone came up to him, but he didn't tell me what happened.
Huh? Hey babe, how's school today? Hey, thanks for asking. I mean, it was really good actually. You know, I just spent a lot of the time hanging out outside with my thoughts, loitering like I always do. Yeah, you do like to do that a lot. By the way, did anything weird happen today? Anything happened to you today? Yeah, actually, something did happen to me, matter of fact. Someone came up to me in a sense. Oh. That's so weird. What happened? David? Daniel? Hey, where are you going? You said someone came up to you. What happened? Hey, come back. Louis keeps asking her these questions, and we see the most painfully fake responses to these questions ever.
He said he had a girlfriend, but he said it wasn't serious.
But he acknowledged me.
Right, which is good. Proud of him for that. He liked her and liked the way she looked, and that he liked her better.
But he acknowledged me, and he talks about me, so I think he still loves me. I think that nothing is gonna break us apart.
Now, before I get these comments, I know that coping with a broken relationship can include denial, and she could just not be accepting what's happening because she's in shock. But as we know, this is Sameer Bhavnani. The show is painfully scripted, and you can't look at me and tell me that this isn't just bad acting. If someone's daughter seriously said, hey, he did say that he wanted to have sex with her, and yeah, he did say I wasn't a serious partner, but he did acknowledge me, then the mother would have gone, hey, well, excuse me, what? I'm going to stop you right there. But no, Christina's just like, yeah, he passed the test for me and I still love him. And no one really butts in or acts like they're super surprised.
Nothing is gonna break us apart.
Well, pretty good then. He passed the test, right?
Yeah, he passed.
We do see pushback right after this from the mom, but it's just so fake. It's way too calm for me to take it seriously at all.
Mom, do you agree?
I don't think he passed. I think my daughter has blinders on right now.
He loves me.
Hear what he said?
He loves me.
He told me he was going for the girl.
Would you be mad if your husband, if we did this to him?
Yeah, I would kill him.
It's fine. We can just talk about this. It's my fault. I shouldn't have done this. I'm sorry.
No matter how many people psychoanalyze this and go, hey, well, actually, this could have been real because this happens in real life and people don't really know how to act. Yeah, I know, I've been there. This is not that. This is completely fake. Then we continue to get this awful fight between this girl and her mom, and she just keeps fighting with her mom about how he loves her and she loves him, and she slips in something about how her mom's not happy with her relationship, but no one seems to acknowledge that she just like outed her parents' unhappy marriage.
Maybe you're fine. Didn't you hear him?
It's fine, he loves me.
He obviously does, and didn't you hear what he told her?
Mom, you're not listening. He loves me and I love him, and that's it. I'm serious. Mind your business.
You are my business.
No, this is not your relationship.
That pervert is no longer coming in my house.
Yes, he is. He's my boyfriend. Just because your relationship isn't working out doesn't mean mine is. Mine is gonna be perfect. We're fine.
It's not fine. Did you
Yes,
hear his
it
words?
is. No, you're not listening to me. I love him.
Do you really think that a 16-year-old girl would agree to have her face shown in this video while she's still in high school, where her boyfriend cheats on her and then she fights with her mom and exposes her parents' broken relationship, and then just like have millions of people see it?
What do you love about him? Did you not hear him? He doesn't
You
love you.
can watch this. He's so cute.
So that's the video. And do I even have to mention that the comments just eat this up? Every single comment believes that this is completely real. I scrolled through hundreds of comments and I could not find a single one suggesting that this might just be fake. And this video was posted in 2017 when all these prank channels were being outed for doing fake content and constantly faking pranks for views. But hey, let's move on and look at one of the channel's newer videos to see how far it's really gone. We could do maybe surprise ending, son catches hot mom with his BFF, tells his dad. Or what about she gets topless, he cheats, wait for the ending. When I first read this title, I actually thought that the censored word meant titless. So yeah. Maybe we can do Arab men pass around guy's fiance, he cries. Or we could do 12-year-old boy proposes to girlfriend, must see ending, which is something that totally sounds very legal for them to do. Or a classic, Democrat cheats with Republican, lives to regret it, which is a very Sameer Bhavnani title. He loves to use that term, lives to regret it. But today, I found the perfect video that somehow surprises me even more than To Catch a Cheater already does. Are you guys tired of, hey man, yeah, you gotta do that ad read. Casetify? What? Yeah, I was doing it already. Would you care if I jumped in with you?
No.
I don't want to push.
No, you can't do it with me. I'm sorry. I don't think legally that's...
Oh, yeah.
I think it has to just be me.
You just mind if I grab one of those cases? I really like the case.
No, you can't get...
Ow, jeez, dude.
No, I'm not giving you a phone case. Just let me do this.
Just don't forget about me.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna forget about you, dude.
Okay. Love you, man.
As you can probably tell, this video is sponsored by Casetify. Guys, don't tell all my other sponsors. Casetify is the one sponsor I use the most because it's a freaking phone case. It's on my phone. Not only that, but along with saving my phone, I'm also saving the freaking world. Casetify's new Impact and Ultra Impact cases are made of 65% recycled and plant-based material. Their Cheetech 2.0 technology offers drop protection of up to 9.8 feet. Let's test it. Transportation. Okay, here goes nothing. Safe as can be. We're all clean here. And guys, the best part about these cases is the personality to all of them. There's an endless supply of designs to choose from, and my favorite part is that Casetify works with artists that you and I love. My phone case is of course designed by my friends over at Day Off Limited. I got a great case here from my friend Faith. It is a little cowboy frog, and you can design cases with your own little flair. You can type in your own stuff. I've got these cases here that say barf and stinky on them. Where else can you get a lava lamp case that says stinky on it, huh? Tell me, no, really, tell me. And along with keeping your phone safe and helping the earth, Casetify also is keeping you safe. Their cases feature Defensify, which is an antimicrobial coating that kills 99% of bacteria, along with their cases being non-toxic and non-hazardous. So if you want to join me and get a great case for your phone, go to casetify.com/nickisnotgreen to get 15% off your order. Thank you again to Casetify for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the fun. The title is Chris Hansen Confronts Cheating Muslim Wife. The Chris Hansen is fully narrating this episode of To Catch a Cheater. And if you don't know Chris Hansen, he was actually the host of the original show To Catch a Predator.
Why don't you make yourself at home here? Have a seat.
And now he's this weird YouTube creator who's still trying to soak every dollar out of his name while capitalizing on criminals who shouldn't really be promoted for entertainment purposes. Now, Chris has done a very big number of questionable things in the past, but I didn't really think he'd stoop low enough to participate in this very fake show, but obviously he could use the money, considering the fact that he does cameos now for $75 a pop. Now, the episode starts with portraying this Muslim woman as like the next Mother Teresa and talks about her like she's God's gift to earth.
Looks like she could be the next Mother Teresa. But what kind of conservative Muslim wife would send a physical trainer that is not her husband photos like this?
And continually pushes these stereotypes about her because of the way she looks, how she dresses, and what she believes. Now, of course, I don't believe any of this is real, but that kind of stuff does matter when you're pushing situations that you are portraying as real to your fans who also believe those situations to be real. Now, the show has these premium videos that they constantly promote as uncensored on their website, which is really odd because last time I checked, it's pretty illegal to just post nude photos of people without their consent on the internet for millions of people to see. But I think we should go check it out. Now, looking at this website, it immediately screams scam. But not only do you get a nice photo of Lewis in the corner with the title of the show, but of course we get a sneak peek at our boy Sameer on the front page. To Catch a Cheater is scamming the reviews on their new app by telling people to leave 5 stars if they want to win an Amazon gift card, which is very illegal considering that there are no terms and conditions, and there's definitely no way to track down someone who gave a 5-star review in order to give them the gift card. So not only is this paying for good reviews, but it's also scamming their audience by not even paying out the prize that they claim to give for the good review. I mean, when is the gift card being rewarded? Do they do this every week, every month, once a year? There's no info here to believe that I ever have a chance of actually winning a gift card. There's just no info here for me to actually believe that I'd ever have a chance of winning a gift card if I give them a fake review for their shitty app. But I'm still gonna check out the website anyways, just to see if what they say about these uncensored videos are true. There we go. Chris Hansen confronts cheating Muslim wife. Let's go. This is a great UI. I'm very excited to jump into this video. I wish I could figure out how to watch it. Unfortunately, it's not. I think it's more of a picture situation. Oh, you got to sign up. Okay. Here's what you'll get. 1 video, unlimited streaming. What do they mean by that? Let's log in. Let's sign up, dude. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Physical trainer that is not her husband photos like this.
Oh, so they actually do uncensor it, but they're not nude photos. They're just it's just stock footage of someone wearing underwear without a face or anything. So there are no nude photos here. It's just random photos they found on the internet. But let's go up and go to a specifically premium episode as promoted by the video.
We just released this scandalous new episode on our To Catch a Cheater app.
Okay, so now you have to go to the app to view it uncensored. But this seems like the uncensored version, so maybe this is it. $5.99. Ugh, I can't pay $5.99, dude. So after watching the video, I can certifiably say that this, no matter what, has to be fake, because they're showing what they're saying are nude photos of this woman who doesn't want to be a part of the show, and they're showing photos of her in her underwear. So it's obviously they just can't do that legally. So I don't know. I don't know what my conclusion is. It's kind of gross. And it's weird that Sameer has turned this like really big channel into like basically softcore porn to sell at a premium price on this other channel. It's like he sells this stuff as family friendly on his channel, but then has other channels that he cross promotes to that basically sell porn. So take that how you will. Then we get Chris Hansen's big debut with this very awkward scene.
As the latest cheater I've caught in our special investigative series.
That's nice. It's really good. But let me show you how it's done. Go ahead. Go have a seat. Have a seat right over there. All right, please.
They also censor this woman's name out every time they say it and just put the wife in subtitles. And so their voices are always just being bleeped out. Now, most episodes of To Catch a Cheater have this classic format of having the person watch the scene as it happens, and they do include that in this video. But this special episode does a great job of completely ripping off the format of To Catch a Predator.
Let me tell you this. Is one of the worst I've ever heard of. Her aggressive attempts to cheat on her husband of 15 years will make you want to get a prenup.
I was just thinking about our workout session, and I can't wait for you to stretch me out.
Chris Hansen says this.
is a rare catch. She's 33. She says she's a school teacher. She likes to go to religious gatherings with her family, and she likes to smoke the hookah.
And then he says what her Snapchat ID is, which is
Muslim Hottie 69.
You think that I'm so stupid to believe that? This also definitely isn't the same photo of the woman. This is just some stock photo they found online. And then we get a sneak peek of the man behind it all.
Our sting takes place in Luis and Sam's cheap Airbnb on Manhattan's Upper East Side.
Chris says that this takes place at Lewis's and Sam's cheap Airbnb, which you may be confused why he included that it was cheap. Because I'm confused about that too. But the real interesting thing is that Sam is actually Sameer Bhavnani himself. Not only does Sameer refer to himself as Sam in his YouTube bio, but let's watch this clip right here.
It's cramped, and they have a rat for a roommate. Really, a rat.
There goes. Is that it?
There's the man himself, scampering around in his little boxers with a smile on his face. The show also chose to just straight up show an uncensored clip of these rats, like, struggling to stay alive in a rat trap, which is sad and gross, and I don't want to see that. I don't know why they would include that in the video. Maybe save that for the uncensored premium softcore porn version of the video. Now the gang, which is what I'm going to call Sameer, Chris Hansen, and Lewis from now on, they go on to have their professional pickup artist prey on this woman while she is walking home from the gym. They mentioned that the actor is a 25-year-old theater student who is posing as a trainer, which made me question why they showed this photo of him that makes him look like he's about to take out a small town of innocent civilians for the US government. But hey, maybe it was a small town theater production of Zero Dark 30 that he was just getting dressed up for. Also, I want to mention that Lewis asked the husband when was the last time they fooled around in the bedroom, but the person writing down the subtitles is so bad at it that they wrote down, when was the last time you guys did a fool around in the bedroom, which sounds like their idea of romance is a UFC fight on top of their king mattress.
When's the last time that you guys have fooled around in the bedroom?
And then we hear this fantastic sentence out of Chris Hansen's mouth.
He's shocked by what he sees. His conservative Muslim wife acting like a naughty schoolgirl.
Yeah. This guy used to be nationally loved by people on TV because he was seen as this superhero for people who were dangerously preyed on, but now he's stooped to this level. Oh yeah, and then he says this.
And as if that's not enough, she agrees to grab drinks with her decoy, something many Muslims frown upon.
And then the actress, who is supposedly this very real wife in this scenario, gives him her Snapchat, which, as said before, is Muslim Hottie 69.
What's your Snapchat?
It's Muslim Hottie 69.
Wait, someone what? Muslim Hottie 6. Wait, really? Seriously? I will be hitting you up later, Muslim Hottie 69.
And then you have her husband go full Joker mode on camera.
Husband is furious. He looks like he wants to cry.
At which part did it become like crossing the line for you?
The moment you stop to talk to that man. You keep moving. This is New York City. We come here to work.
I'm from California. I kind of do like talking to strangers.
He basically goes into this rampage talking about stuff that is so crazy it isn't even legal in this country. And Lewis talks about how they have to edit it out of the video because this husband is just going off the rails.
Why would she joke with a strange man on the street, giving her his number and wanting a tight?
Yeah.
I'll give her a tight.
Some of the things he says we can't play in this video, and we think a lot of it is illegal in this country.
You probably shouldn't say that. Sam, can you edit that part out?
Can't promise I can't use my. I don't care what happens to me. I don't care what you film. You can film what you want, all right? Doesn't have the time to talk to me, but she has all the time in the world to tell this man that she wants a tight and has a Snapchat.
Okay, let's get past all that extra fat and get down to what the people really want, which is the confrontation. Now, I don't want to entertain this as a real situation. I'm going to say it over and over again that it's fake because the situation is just constantly being portrayed as if it is real. And I want to talk about that impact that it has on the audience. So sometimes I will be talking about it as if it's real. But as you all know, because I keep saying it,
this is fake.
Hey, how are you?
Who are you?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Now,
To the audience, let's talk about what this looks like. The confrontation between Chris Hansen and this wife is being handled the same exact way that he handles the talks he has with the child predators he talks to on To Catch a Predator. Now, it's insane that this poor woman who has a very obviously unstable husband,
okay, you can't use your right hand though that you were talking about,
is being subjected to have her nude photos being promoted on their website, and then is being sat down and talked to like a child because her and her husband are too immature to have a real conversation about the status of their relationship.
What are you insinuating?
We were insinuating that maybe you were stepping out on your husband and he was concerned about your activity and the way you conducted yourself with the personal trainer. You told him.
Now that's what I have to say, because the show is being perceived by the audience as if it is a real situation and as if that is a real woman. And they're being told that this behavior is okay. In reality, it's very fake and set up, and Chris Hansen is just doing this to make a quick buck because he's had to go to jail for tax evasion because all he cares about is money and he can't get enough of it. He's got his little toes in the cash all the time, and his feet are all green like a little goblin because his feet are always in the cash. Also, apparently, there are rumors that Chris Hansen tries to ruin the lives of people who talk shit about him on the internet. So if I am doxxed after this video, you know why. And I don't know how it's somehow better that the show is fake than if it was real. Because if it was real, the actual people in the situation would be at harm. But because it's fake, they're still promoting that idea to a bunch of people, and it definitely cultivates other people who want to catch cheaters in the wild. And then we have this conversation between Chris and the wife where this woman just obliterates Chris with what is honestly a pretty respectable argument about how wrong all of this is.
Going to the gym, working out is an outlet for me. Do you know what it's like to be 24 hours a day?
I do not.
Locked up in a home. Serve my husband when he works 16 hours a day. He comes home, I get food ready. After he eats, I get ready to clean up. He goes upstairs. By the time I'm done and I get upstairs in the room, he's already asleep. Don't you think a woman needs some attention and some affection?
I'm not here to judge you.
But you are. You are judging me.
I'm not judging you one bit.
It does not feel right. I feel like I'm being disrespected.
You're free to leave. I don't want to embarrass you or anything else.
I think I'm embarrassed enough, not only by you, by my husband not having that trust in me.
I know they wrote it into the script, but man, it's pretty funny watching Chris just get bodied for once. Usually he's known as the calm yet stern protector of children and all things good. But today he's getting reamed by this woman who's just being harassed by a bunch of men so they can make money off of her. Of course, that would be the case if this was actually a real show. How many times am I gonna have to say that? I don't know. I don't like talking about it as if it's real.
This is fake.
Then Sameer busts through the door with his little camera and Lewis at his side. And Chris starts saying all of this stuff about cultural sensitivities and how this is a difficult situation to navigate, and it's super bizarre.
This is a more complicated situation than we anticipated going in with cultural sensitivities. She was clearly embarrassed, said to me that, she had a difficult home life.
Now I want to wrap up this video because we get the idea, but I do have to touch on a little bit more. There's this hilarious part where Lewis is talking to the husband about marriage counseling, and he decides to point out that he's drinking vodka in the clip, but then also censors out the word vodka just enough where you can still see it.
We just don't want you to make such a harsh decision without knowing all the facts around it first.
And then Lewis has this weird rant at the end of the video basically saying he's not at fault for ending these relationships and none of the blame can be on him because it's the people's fault for actually cheating, and he just helps them out, I guess.
A lot of couples blame us that we're the cause of them breaking up in their relationship, but they're the ones that are doing the cheating. We're not making you go do that. I didn't make you spread your legs. I didn't make you go to that girl's house.
Which, yeah, maybe if you have like a couple clumps of brain matter left in your head, that makes sense. But obviously this is not completely true at all. That's insinuating that the healthiest approach to having doubts about your relationship would be to test them out to make sure they wouldn't cheat on you, which isn't true. That's probably the worst thing you could possibly do if you had doubts about your partner's loyalty, is just to break it if they happen to be actually loyal to you. But that's just a theory. What have we learned here today? I guess I've learned that I have even less respect for Sameer than I already did, and that Chris Hansen is even more of a scumbag than I already thought he was. These fake channels rule YouTube and especially Facebook with an iron fist, ushering millions of people to watch this dumbed down version of reality TV day after day so they can cash in their checks on sad and humiliating parts of relationships and racial discrimination and ableism. At the end of the day, Sameer isn't a producer. He's not a cameraman and he's not a director. He's a businessman, someone who just saw the market and where it was going and he capitalized on it. And whether or not that's ethical, do you really think Sameer cares about that? But that's all I have to say about that for now. We will be exploring it more next week when we dive into Sameer's final channel, American Justice Warriors. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please just share it with one friend, maybe. Just a friend. I know you only got one. Maybe show him the video. Maybe hit subscribe too if you want to see more from me. I have all my channels linked in the description down below. I've got 4 channels. I've got Twitter. I've got Instagram. I've got a Spotify playlist that is fun to listen to. It's all right here, baby. In my little sweaty fists, holding on to you and wringing you out for money. I appreciate all the support and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.
If we can get today's video to 100,000 likes, we'll make sure to have Chris Hansen back in another episode.